And now, bringing pop culture and horror to you. Horror Pop After Midnight with Robin Nelson.
This is Robin Nelson with Horror Pop After Midnight. I'm at the Cincinnati Comic Expo in Sharonville. I'm here with filmmaker and voice actor Blayne Weaver. How's it going, Blayne?
I'm living the dream. Very happy to be here in Cincinnati.
Now, you became the voice of Peter Pan in Return to Neverland. So how did you get that iconic gig?
It was just luck, really. I mean, my skill obviously had something to do with it. But I went into my agency one day and I just said, hey, I haven't been going out for a lot of stuff. And they were like, hey, go down the hall and audition for this. And it was my first voiceover audition, but I knew the original Peter Pan by heart pretty much because it was my favorite movie as a kid. And I booked Peter Pan, and it's been like this kind of life-changing role. It's like playing James Bond or Batman, this iconic thing. Everybody knows Peter Pan, so it's been a great ride.
Now, let's talk about, you wrote and also directed a indie horror film. Can you tell me about that? What made you write a horror film from playing Peter Pan and getting into horror?
Well, I write and I direct, and I had normally do romantic comedies. Like, I've got several romantic comedies that I've made, and I was supposed to make another one, and then the financing fell through. And we had a very small amount of money to make this. And I'm like, well, the only way we can make something that is financially responsible is to make a horror film, because you don't always need name actors, to do that. So I wrote a script in, no kidding, like 3 weeks. And I made this film called Getaway in the woods of Virginia. And it came together shockingly. We were all very tired when we made it, but it came together really well. And it's on Amazon Prime right now.
So, what's that go-to horror film you love to go to when you feel like you want to watch a little bit of horror?
I know, I feel like I should say like The Shining or The Exorcist, but the original Halloween for me is that's the one. That's the one that still scares me, and like just him standing in the distance next to the shrubbery. I don't know why it's so scary to me, but it gets me every time.
So, also, what do you think? They're also going to be doing a horror film on Peter Pan and Tinkerbell as well.
Yeah, well, I can't really weigh in on that because, we're Disney. We like things to be happy and whatnot. But, I mean, I'll go see it.
I think I will too.
There it is.
So what are some of your next projects you're going to be doing?
Oh, I have a movie that I wrote and directed called Miss Valentine that's coming out in February. And, doing Peter Pan when they call me, and, hopefully doing another movie this year.
Oh, yeah, one more question. Since you've been doing Peter Pan, what was that most memorable moment that still stays to you today of playing Peter Pan?
I think it would be the first week of recording. We did it all together where the cast was actually there. And I think it was me facing off against Corey Burton, who's doing the voice of Captain Hook, and getting to, call him a codfish right to his face was one of the high points of my career, I think.
Hey, that's priceless. Codfish to Captain Hook.
Yeah, right? There it is.
So where can he find you on social media to see what you're doing next in all your projects?
I'm on Instagram. That's probably the best way. And it's Blayne Weaver with a Y in the middle there. And, I'm out there. I'm findable.
All right. Thank you so much for taking time to have this fun conversation with me.
Pleasure is mine. All right. Thank you.
There you have it.
Sponsored by FilmOhio.org. Check out other episodes of Horror Pop After Midnight on Spreaker, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And there you have it.